What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Shoshimin series. This time with episode 2, or How to Become Ordinary. I will have to mute the audio, unfortunately, guys. As you noticed in my reaction last week, I had to play music on top just because it got copyright blocked in every country. I wouldn't be too mad if it was just like copyright and I didn't make any money from it, but they blocked the video, so won't be having the audio, so apologies about that. But really enjoyed the first episode. Loved the premise of it, being these very intellectual, again, we don't know too much about the backstory, but intellectual kind of teenagers just figuring out a few mysteries and such. I love my mysteries, so can't wait to see what we got today. Do let me know what you guys think about this episode though down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. I do, as I said, I like my mystery, psychological type shows. I feel like I enjoy this quite a bit. I'm not sure if this is so psychological, but it definitely seems like it has a lot of mysteries and a lot of stuff to figure out. And just seeing them navigating just being normal should be interesting enough as it is. But hopefully we'll have more situations like we had last week. Very cinematic, this show, I'll say that. It feels like a movie. Obviously the bars make it feel like a movie, but just in general as well with how it looks and such. I think this might end up being one of my favourites of this season. I mentioned this last week, but I can't remember what was the other work from this author. I'll try and look it up really quickly. I think it's a relatively new novel from the looks of things. Hyoka, yeah, it was Hyoka. Okay. I've never watched Hyoka, but I've been told to watch it a few times. I think that's like a romance show, but I'm not sure. A kind of school romance show. It looks like, from what I remember, but yeah, I need to watch that. How to make delicious hot something. It looks like it said cock, but I don't know. I don't think it said that. Also, thank you guys for helping me out last week as well. I thought they were going through the river, which would be illegal, but it was actually, funny enough, the bike riding with 2 people on one bike, which is actually illegal in Japan, which I had no idea. Again, in the UK, that's just like very normal to do. I'm not sure if it's illegal or not, but we always used to do that. Kid. So the people that broke in were also the people that stole the bike? Okay. That's not good. How can you scold someone for getting their bike stolen? Excuse me? You taking a fucking piss? It's not like you can get arrested for having your bike stolen. Yeah, you can get arrested for stealing a bike, so that tells you where the blame needs to be put, right? What the hell are these people doing? These guys are like the counsellors of the school and such. Bit piss. I loved how the death of the the strawberry tarts went last week. That was like one of my favourite. as serious and as awesome an episode it was, one of my favourite bits was the death of the strawberry tart. Makes me really want one. I haven't had one in a while. Like a robot, just like affirming things. Disguise removed. That's nice. A nice thing to do. Not too much of a normal thing to do. Well, it would be nice if it was. But I can't say whenever I invite like a friend over or I went to a friend I brought a gift. Oh wow, I got a collection. They're serious with their cakes in the show, aren't they? Do you want to move any slower, my dude? You want to move any fucking slower? I feel like when you try that hard to be careful, that actually amplifies the chances of you spilling it. Makes sense. Makes sense. So what's this about? So this guy knew him before he came to this school, I'm pretty sure, right? They mentioned that last week. On how to make chocolate milk. I mean, nah. Invincible. Robotic response. But by the way he said invincible, he seemed to like knew he was very smart and yeah. Even worse. Yes, that's a good description actually. An ordinary person. I think that he's put an effort into changing it, right? That's what the deal is here. I'll just be easily explained. Okay. Interesting conversation now. Do you know what, it is a little bit like Monogatari, this show, isn't it? I'm a fan of Monogatari, don't get me wrong. I haven't finished it and I probably won't ever finish it. I just really just don't like, I can't stand some things with Monogatari. What is this mystery? Who cares? Like, surely you should just be. Yeah, it's a mystery, but who cares about this mystery? It's interesting though, isn't it? Oh, she just loves anything to do with sweets, doesn't she? Anything that could make a sweet thing, she seems to love. Yes, we know that. We know the sink's dry. Maybe he dried the sink. Perhaps that could explain it. I mean, I love the fact that we're now just using up all this shit now as well. And that's not how it was made as well. He told you specifically how it was made. I do love this though. Like again, this really doesn't mean shit. We're the mystery currently is like that's why I love it though. It's the funny thing. It's the thing of like people won't care about this because it. What is going on my screen right now? Apologies if the video is lagging for a second here. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't mean shit. I mean, you could say about last week. It was just some guy's love letter, but I love the fact that they make like such a big deal out of something like he's set up a bit of a mystery here of how the hell did he make all this? Not wash up any of the materials used, but leave the spoon that was made to use them in the sink. But again, I just love how kind of like to the fact that they made a massive deal out of the strawberry tart was in the same kind of respect as this, in the same kind of aspect of this last week as well. I don't know, there's something about it's got a lot of charm, isn't there? Like we're solving mysteries on how someone made some hot cocoa. Again, it sounds silly, but it's actually like it's pretty fantastic. Honestly, I really like it. Again, this is actually very much up there for perhaps already my favorite show. Kind of that started there in the season. Really enjoying this so far. The characters, again, it's quite Monogatari. Like they've got a lot of you get a lot of character kind of moments in like just short little snippets that add a lot to just who they are as people. And you don't actually have to explore them through trauma and backstory and such as our main character mentioned. You can actually just get like little tidbits that really help to characterize them here and there, like I said, with the sweet stuff. Very good so far. Yep. Do people dry their spoons before they pour that stuff in there again? Personally, I don't really drink this stuff, but if I would, I wouldn't re-wash my spoon to put more in someone else's cup. So he had a bad one. Yeah. It's nice of him to give you guys the good stuff. So it would have been very lucky if you guys got the good ones. Let's see her making this technique. Don't even bother asking me what I think. I got no idea. Yeah. So you could perhaps fill 2 cups. We'd have one pretty empty one, and yeah, they're all filled. So it doesn't really make sense. Well, that's not useless information. I know that one. Maybe he just had a little bit more cold milk. Wet milk. I want to make it too cold though. Oh, okay. So it's brimming hot. We could just ask him. Why don't we ask him? bag of coca. Oh. It's hot. Oh shit. That's surely like, is it okay for things to be heated and chilled like that? Like with milk? Don't know, I've never done it. Okay. So he's just a bit of a lazy bastard. Yeah. Took the words literally out of my mouth. So he's actually just a bit of a lazy bastard, is what you're telling me. All of that. Just yeah, it looks like you enjoyed it, bro. How did you make that much mess? He was eating it quite carefully. I guess you just end up scoffing it. Wow. Would he have actually told us the truth then if we asked him? I'm not sure he would have, actually. But again, that was interesting, wasn't it? Like I said, I love the fact that they make such a big deal out of such small things. Oh dear. How to make delicious hot cocoa. Oh dear. Sorry, by the way, I don't actually know who this girl is. I'm guessing that's his sister. Wow, he's even licking the fucking airplay. I do that. You're a liar if you don't. If you say you don't. Yeah, I'm guessing that's his sister. I kind of missed the explanation of who that was. Apologies. So engrossed in the mystery of the hot chocolate milk. Have you though? All we've seen you do is play the detective. But that's the thing of like, we're not going to watch this show and not see him play detective because there would be little content if that makes sense. It wouldn't be as interesting. We don't see those moments of him trying not to be the detective. Okay, another really good fucking episode. Another one. I was interested to see if it would be as good as the first episode from for the rest of the series point of view. I could see it being one of those things like the first episode's amazing, the rest isn't too great, but it seems like it's going to be pretty consistently awesome in my opinion. Eventually we'll have an episode where there isn't a mystery or anything, I guess. Fuck's sake. Oh, you got show me all the delicious sweets, bro. Okay, I love how this ending's done. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, another top quality episode here. Loved it. Again, like I said, it's honestly thinking about it. Like, it's only been 1 week. Don't get me wrong, but I think this has been my favorite show that started airing this season. I've just had a lot of fun. It's got that Monogatari feel, as someone mentioned in the comment section of my video last week. With again these little characterization bits here and there, and little things here and there that if you do pick up is like, oh yeah, that is perfectly who that guy is, if you know what I'm saying. I love the mystery of it, again, just being so it's such a shitty mystery, if you know what I'm saying. It's not, when I say like shitty, I mean like it's not like a detective kind of murderer kind of high stakes plot, if you know what I'm saying. It's we're figuring out how this guy made his hot tea, hot coffee, hot cocoa, whatever it is. Yeah, so like so meaningless, but also just had like so much meaning. It's like I love that duality of how it is. It's just, yeah, I really like it. I really enjoy it. Like the characters so far. I mean, I haven't had too much of their backstories or anything, but again, I think what the main character said about that, kind of like looking for like a trauma to explain it. I think that's maybe what I'm doing, is like I'm looking for something to explain why he's trying to be ordinary when he's like so brilliant at these kind of solving mysteries and such. It's that was quite the interesting point. I kind of felt like a bit of a shockwave, like, whoa. Every time I see a character, I'm looking for something in their backstory or something to justify the actions of why they are how they are now. And a lot of the say 99% of the time, there is that they can be kind of tested back to their backstory and such. But maybe you shouldn't always do that. But yeah, loved it today. Let me know what you guys thought again down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back next week with episode 3, so I'll see you guys then. Have a good rest of your day.